everybody, Louise Plant here with my 144 topics, and today is what does health mean for you? And part of the reason this has been initiated and spurred is because tomorrow is World Health Day. So I'm thinking to myself, well, what does health mean? Because it can mean things to many people, and people might want to say, well, it's the lack of disease. But then it's living in that lack mentality and thinking of something that is the opposite of something rather than focusing on what it is. So I put a blog together. You can read it at my louiseplant.com.au site, and just really written some points there as to what I feel being healthy is about, because I don't want to focus on health being lack of pain or lack of symptoms or lack of whatever, lack of disease. Like, let's really embrace health for what it is, because in my eyes, health isn't just about feeling physically fit and vital and alive. It's so much more than that. So we're just going to run through some of those, and I'm not going to I don't want to, keep going on because it's very easy to talk. So things I've spoke about here is, like waking up and feeling refreshed in the morning. So when you wake up in the morning, you're like, yes, like it's a great day, it's a good day, what can I do today? Whether you're going to bed planning your goals for the next day, or whether you're waking up in the morning doing that sort of thing. And I've talked a lot about self-care practices and how important they are. To me, healthy is also about being connected to your body, knowing what your body wants, and there's lots of videos discussing that connection and why that is important. Knowing that you want to be reaching for healthy foods, like you actually want to be reaching for something that's going to make you feel good, and knowing that difference between a craving, like, oh, I need some chocolate, or I need a glass of wine, or whatever it is, compared to like, I just really need to get some solid greens into me right now, or some reds or something like that. Feeling like you want to move and want to exercise, because we are moving beings, and you tend to find the more active that you feel, the more healthy that you feel, the more you will want to move, and you'll just want to be doing things like that. Knowing where you're going, knowing that you're focused, your direction, you're clear, knowing that you're compact. And compact really is about not being all over the place, just really keeping yourself tidy, just as we have a boundary in our garden. We ideally want to be having that boundaries within ourselves. Sex, got to talk about it. Like, I hope to do a whole video on sex one day. No visuals though, just talking. Just because, for us to actually feel horny and we're excited and we're aroused, okay, that is just great. That's a sign of good health. Unfortunately, God or whoever made us, the creator in their wisdom, made it one of the first things that switch off for women and one of the last things that switch off for men. So it can make the dynamic quite interesting. But if you feel healthy, then you feel aroused, like you have a healthy sexual appetite right up to the day you die, as far as I'm concerned. Health to me is also about having outlets, having ways of expressing yourself, of creating yourself, of allowing that energy to flow through you. I was reading and listening about cold depression yesterday, and about how that can happen because we're not having that energy flowing through us. So it's really important that we have that flow. And again, like, what are your creative outlets, whether it's music or whether it's writing or whatever it is. There's knitting, it can be whatever it is. So having those outlets to allow the energy to flow, having a positive mindset, but also choosing to be surrounded by people who are respectful, who are loving, who are kind, who are abundant, who are positive, who are proactive. What are those values and those traits that you want within yourself? And of course, surrounding yourself with those sort of people. Health is also about connecting to people. It's not about, being alone. It's about being, about connecting with other people, actually going with other people, connecting with them, coming together with them, doing things in a community, whether it's a family, whether it's a community. That to me is health, and that's so valuable. There's even studies done with people who have been very obese, and all they've done is put them into a community environment, and all of a sudden they just feel better, weight comes off, they don't need to hide themselves so much, so that's already good. Health to me is also about following that gut feeling, going with that gut feeling. And sometimes we will have a gut feeling and it's like, I know if I do this then something could happen, but I still feel I sort of have to go through it and do it anyway. And but knowing that, so being connected to that feeling, allowing your gut to drive you and influence and whatever you want to do. Other health signs of health are, shit happens, life happens, shit happens, you're not going to get around that. We have to have the contrast to know the things that we really appreciate. Though a person who's more healthy and probably a bit more spiritually attuned can deal with things as they come up. They have methods and means and processes to actually process stuff, to keep the energy flowing. Dramas happen, easily rectified. It becomes, becomes a molehill rather than a mountain, that sort of thing as well. Being out in fresh air, connecting with animals, drinking nice fresh clean water, like all these things are, when I think of health, these things are very much there. Looking healthy, so nice clear skin, no skin eczema or asthma or conditions. So really just looking healthy, glowing skin, vital skin, even the whites of the eyes, that spark in the eyes, which traditional Chinese medicine looks as being very important, like having that spark, having that shine, and that is one thing that illuminates the men. Like men in our world have, our partners have the ability to light us up and to see that health and that happiness. Spot on. Knowing what makes you happy and pursuing it, so actually pursuing and moving towards things that actually make you feel good, being medication free, having a faith. I'm not talking religion here, I'm talking about spirituality, but having a belief in something great, whether it's in us or around us or driving us or guiding us, whatever it is. But, having some faith is very, very important. Knowing that you want to be in a clean environment, like you want to get out of bed, you want to make your bed, you don't want to just leave your clothes on the floor. Like if it annoys you that the house is a mess, then to me that's a healthy thing, okay? Because your environment externally is very much indicative of what's happening on the inside. Knowing that you're able to change things and turn them around is also very important. Knowing that your physical organs are functioning optimally, knowing that when you're getting that desire for thirst, like that you're hungry, knowing that you're connecting to your body organs and letting them know that you want, having flexibility, being able to positively self-talk yourself, regular daily bowel motions is really important. Feeling is such a healthy thing. Rather than being emotionally devoid. Like it's okay to be happy, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be mad, like all that stuff is okay. And I would be far more concerned with someone who sat there like a stone or a rock when you're in, I don't know, watching a movie or something that's hugely emotionally stimulating, okay? So, knowing that having that emotional feelings are there, but also not allowing them to be overrun. Having feelings of being free, loving yourself first, living an expressive and full life, and knowing that you can live your potential. I haven't read them all, I'm not going to sit and read them all, but they're just basically things that what is healthy. So maybe it's a question that you can ask yourself, what is being healthy to you? These are 51 things on my list here of being healthy that when I think of the word health, I'm not thinking of not being unhealthy. Like these are the things that make me think, yeah, that's good health. That's feeling healthy. And with that comes the happiness. So feel free if you've got any other suggestions that you might want to add, or anything that you want to share in regards to what health means to you. Happy to learn those. And if you're finding that if you read my blog and you're not getting many ticks on there and you want to get some more ticks, then contact me, spend some time with me, and we will work with those and we will get you more ticks, because sometimes some of those ticks can give you leverage for many other things. So until then, you have a wonderful, great World Health Day tomorrow, and be healthy and happy. And as I say each week, be healthy and happy. Until then, I will catch you next week. So you take care. See ya. Bye. bye.